Hello and welcome once again to the 888.com World Pool Championships here in Blackpool. We're at the semi-final stages of this year's £25,000 event. If they're half as exciting as the quarterfinals, we're in for a real treat. Coming up in a couple of moments' time is Jason Twist up against the game's #1 Mick Hill. And I'm delighted to say joining me for this one is the multi-snooker star, Tony Drago. Tony, good to see you.
Nice to see you, Mark.
Now, you did actually take part in this year's event, didn't you? What happened?
Yes, I came over because my snooker season is over now, and you think, well, you're going to go and play some 8-ball to relax, but once you come here, although it's not my game full time, you know, you want to win.
Yeah.
So no, it's a good game. It's a bit different for me. It's not like snooker or 9-ball that comes natural. You know, this game is so much skill and thinking. You have to think 5, 6, 7 shots, and I must have been warned about 20 times, 30 seconds, and that never happened to me before.
Really? So you still got some learning to do?
Well, you know, so many things you have to think about. The angle, the potting, many.
You'll get there in the end. You'll be in the semi-finals one day. Well, let's take a look at the semi-final lineup. A great lineup as well. At the top half of the draw there, you see the two-time world champion Jason Twist up against the game's #1 Mick Hill. The bottom half, Darren Appleton, who overcame Quinton Hand, up against the sensation of the tournament so far, Brian Holcrow. So their route to the final. Jason Twist, two-time world champion, has been there and done it. Looked impressive all the way here, Tony, hasn't he? Tough match though against Carl Morris.
Yeah, I watched the last 5 or 6 frames yesterday. It could have gone either way. There was that great drama when they had to make a re-rack, and then, you know, in the end Jason had the table quite easy to finish with 2 visits, and he did well. He held himself together well.
He's such an experienced campaigner, but he'll need all of that experience against this man, Mick Hill, the game's #1. You said to me before this that you find this player very exciting.
Oh yeah, him alongside with Chris Melling, they're probably the 2 most exciting pool players in the world.
Well, he's been very comfortable on his route through. He had a bit of a struggle against Stephen Munro, 8-7, but against both fees he was absolutely superb. Tony, I'm going to put you on the spot as ever. Who's going to be going through to the final?
Tough. Flip of a coin for me, because like Mick is the most devastating player of the 2, but I feel that Jason is the most experienced. He won it twice before. He knows what it takes to win it, so it's 50-50.
50-50, it certainly is. It's a race to 10, the best of 19. Let's join Alan Hughes.
Thank you, Mark, and we welcome the game's #1 professional player, reaching the world semi-final for the first time in his illustrious career, a prolific winner of major tournaments and fancied by many to win the title. His opponent, twice the winner of this prestigious event and a terrific ambassador for his sport. He had a dramatic win in the quarter-final over Carl Morris. Together, will you welcome Mick the Machine Gun Hill and the Tornado himself, Jason Twist.
Well, it's semi-final time here in Blackpool, and this is the first one we're going to be watching, and there's Mick Hill putting some water into his glass, and he's playing against the Tornado, two-time world champion Jason Twist. Both players fantastic potters. It's going to be Twist to break, and joining me in the commentary box, the England captain himself, and you know these players probably better than some of their families. It's Lee Kendall. What a games we've got lined up here.
Yes, Tony, got 2 great players, 2 current England internationals.
Red ball potted.
Jason has slightly got more experience at this level, but they're both 2 great tournament players.
Well, looking at Jason Twist break once again. Had a very tight affair in his quarter-final, just beating Carl Morris in dramatic style, 9-8. I do remember in that match he was struggling with his break. He said to me afterwards that he wasn't completely happy with his performance, but just pleased to get over the line and still be in the tournament.
Yeah, he did make quite a few mistakes in that match, and if he makes the same mistakes in this one, he won't win it. Because Mick Hill is a quality player, and he's out of position in his first couple of shots at the table.
Well, Twist electing to go down the table. It's red on the rail. He's playing to cover the pocket.
Yellow ball's in play.
That's not normally Jason Twist's game, obviously still not full of confidence. You know, he got over the line in his quarter-final, but it's Hill coming to the table on the yellows, and there is a gap to go down into that bottom right-hand corner. Hill, of course, pretty much destroying the Frenchman, Yannick Beaufils, in his quarter-final. Beating him 9 frames to 3. And he did look impressively, didn't he?
Yeah, when he settled into the match, he was awesome, really. He played very, very well. But Mick's played a good shot there. He's covered the top right-hand corner, knowing that Jason's got 2 reds up there.
Well, this semi-final, it's a best of 19 affair, first to 10. I'm just thinking Jason Twist will probably go for the cover here as well. Try and get control of this corner pocket.
Yeah, he's played a good shot there, trying to block the 2 yellows and the black off, and also gain a little bit of control of the table, because yellows are in a strong position, or they were in a strong position before he played that shot. So Mick's going to double the yellow over to that corner, possibly try and slide it past the red, Tony. Can't see if the red's totally over the pocket.
30 seconds.
Yeah, there's just a gap, so he's going to play the double.
Well, he's got rid of the red out of that corner bag. So he's just apologising there to Jason Twist.
Yeah, I'd be very happy with that, because the red's gone away from the pocket and the yellows are blocking the 8 ball, so he's in a strong position now, with the yellow over the top corner as well. So Jason's got a little bit of work to do to try and gain a little bit of control on this frame, because within a couple of visits I'm sure Mick will be trying to go for the finish.
30 seconds.
Well, again, Twist covering the top left-hand corner. Hill's got to be favourite. I think yellows look the best at the moment, though. Lee?
Yeah, he's doubled that red over just to try and basically develop his balls and get more of an open table on the reds. But Mick is in control at the moment, because he's got the yellow over the top right-hand corner. So you'll see Mick here rolling down to the bottom corner, just keeping the cue ball tight to the bottom area.
Just make sure it's switched off, please. And any others as well.
Well, Mick Hill tried to get that bag completely covered down there, but he's also put the cue ball down the bottom, also trying to force Jason Twist to take his red that's over the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, it was just a containing shot, trying to force Jason to pot the ball over the pocket, but the main part of that shot was to keep him off the red tied up. So Jason's just developed those 2 reds just so they're in a potable position.
Well, I find it's quite extraordinary. Both these players are very attacking in their nature, and neither of them wanting to go for the throat here.
Possibly first frame nerves, and a bit later in the match he might try to go at the finish earlier on, but they just want to try and make sure the first frame and take a little bit of pressure off themselves.
Well, Hill attempted the pot there, missed it by a fair distance as well.
He's having a little stretch as well, just trying to loosen the nerves. Now
we're going to see Jason Twist attack the reds. And as you said before, it's just that red at the top of the table, sat next to the yellow. That's Twist's biggest problem.
Yeah, not only has he got to develop that red tone, he's got the black, which is tied up on the bottom corner of the table, so he could be trying to split the black out this shot.
Well, he got it out, but he'd have liked to push it a bit closer to his red down at the bottom of the table. And I think Twist's in a little bit of trouble here now. So he's not on the red at the top of the table. That's the one he wanted to go for next and try and kick his bad red ball out.
I mean, the option he's got here, Tony, he could put the red over the bottom right-hand corner and screw the white up, and possibly play a 3-ball cannon to pop the ball over the pocket, the red.
Well, he tried to kick the bad one out there. I wonder if Twist might attempt the double length of the table into the bottom right-hand corner with the bad red.
It's probably his only shot, Tony, if he's going to attack. But by moving this red, he opens up that yellow, so he must make this double, Tony, or I feel he's going to go 1-0 down.
Well, if he goes the other way, potting the ball over the bag, trying to kick it out, he's got to land on it. He's having a go.
30 seconds.
It's close.
Oh, what a shot from Jason Twist. Fantastic. Length of the table, double into the corner.
Yeah, that was a tremendous shot.
Oh, this is fantastic. Length of the table and clean as a whistle into the pocket. Now he's got a real chance to take this opening frame. Still very hard to get on the black here though, Lee.
Yeah, there's a lot of yellows on the bottom corner, so Jason's swinging around 2 cushions.
Well, he's left himself a shot into the bottom right-hand corner. It's going to be a very thin cut.
And it's not really the sort of shot that you want first frame of a major semi-final, so it's a very fine clip into the bottom right corner.
Well, if he gets this, this will be some finish. And Jason Twist, he missed it on the way towards the cushion, clipped it on the way back. It was that thin, he just missed it on the way down.
Yeah, he's overcut it and hit the cushion first.
Well, Hill's now got a pretty easy finish laid on for him.
Time running.
Not happy with the rest. He probably thought the top of it was a bit loose.
Yeah, all the balls in the open here, so I expect Mick Hill to take a nice little finish here and take the first frame in this first semi-final.
Well, this is pretty straightforward stuff now for Hill. He bided his time. Twist nearly pulled out the finish of the season on him, but he didn't, and it's Hill at the table. He's going to pot this yellow and screw the cue ball right back up to bulk. Cue ball seemed to jump a little bit there, Lee.
Yeah, just a little bit, Tony, but he's in good position. Just leave a little angle on this last yellow and run over for the 8 ball on the top left.
Well, he played that with bags of confidence with Mick Hill. And now the simple 8 ball. Down it goes, and Mick Hill draws first blood in this semi-final. He leads Twist by 1 frame to 0. Frame number 2, Mick Hill to break. So we've got the first one on the board, and he's made a red into the centre. And another red in the bottom corner as well. Just look at the yellows, Lee.
Yeah, a good break there from Mick Hill.
Yellow balls nominated.
And straight away he's nominated those yellow balls. The yellow comes down and knocks a red in and leaves the yellow over the pocket. He's only really got one tough ball here, and that's the one on the left-hand side cushion. So he'll be wanting to get over there as soon as possible, Tony.
Well, his hand was shaking like a leaf as he cued that ball. Mick Hill. Just goes to show the nerves out there in this semi-final. Well, it takes a while 2 or 3 frames probably lead, doesn't it, when you're playing in the arena, just to get used to your surroundings and settle into the match.
Yeah, we'll be happy in the last visit. It was a nice finish for Mick Hill to get into this match, and now straight away in the next frame he's in with first chance in the match. So that'll help Mick in this match.
Well, Hill's problem yellow here in this finish. Here's a yellow ball that's just below his arm as he's queuing down. It's on the left hand side cushion.
And whilst that yellow's over the bottom right hand corner, Tony, he's got a little bit of control as well, so he could attack that area knowing that he's got the pocket.
Well, he hasn't got the pocket anymore.
And that just puts a little bit more pressure on that ball on the side cushion now, so he'll want to get really close to his work here. Yeah, so he'll want to be right near the cushion so he can just roll it down, or a nice little stun shot on it. It's all about cue ball control, Tony. You can make the game look so hard or so easy.
That's exactly right, Lee. He's played to move this yellow, and this, well, it's come out brilliantly for Mick Hill.
It's a thinner cut than he would have wanted though, Tony, and the white's going to run away if he takes that one, so he may have to take one of the yellows at the bottom of the table and come back up.
Well, he's doing what you said, Lee. Coming down for this yellow into the bottom right hand corner. In fact, he's going to come down for both of them.
Yeah, it was just a mixed choice there, whichever way he wanted to go. He knows that if the white's at the top end of the table, he can roll the last yellow now into the middle pocket and get position on the 8 ball.
Just look at his cue shaking across his bridge hand. And there's a good shot there from Mick Hill, and now he's got a simple black ball. And down it goes, and Hill now strides into a 2-frame-to-0 lead against Jason Twist. Well, Jason Twist, the Tornado, steps up to break us off in frame 3. Yet to chalk one up on his side. And Jason Twist is bidding to be the first man to land 3 world titles.
Yeah, it's not been the best of start so far for Jason Twist here. He's not made a ball off the break.
Well, if you look back to Jason Twist's quarter-final, he went 4-1 down to Carl Morris before he started to play. So he's used to being behind early doors.
Yeah, but with respect to Carl Morris, who's a great player, this is a number 1 in our game, and you don't want to go too far behind against him.
Well, as Jason Twist went 4-1 down in his quarter-final, Mick Hill was 4-1 up against Yannick Beaufils.
Yeah, and he's cleared the problem area at the bottom now, Tony, and he's just needs to get the cue ball out now for the reds in the middle of the table.
Now referee Sean Baker just handing Mick Hill the rest. And he's in good position once again, Mick Hill.
I think he's just landed a little bit awkward where the cue ball's going to run away whichever ball he takes here, Tony, so he'll have to play a good positional shot here. So he's going to just drop that one in, hold on the yellow. Well, just short, he's perfect, Tony.
Well, the black ball will probably be his only awkward ball, but he's going to be right behind it off these 2 reds, which is going to make it fairly straightforward.
Yeah, I'll be taking the 2 reds, Tony, into the same pocket, and that'll be automatic position for the 8 ball on the side cushion.
Well, he's not shaking so much now, Mick Hill. The confidence is now coming to the surface. And the black straight in the corner pocket is one-way traffic here in Blackpool. Mick Hill now leads by 3 frames to 0. Frame 4, it's going to be Hill to break. It's customary side position break off. Got his leg in the air, but just look at that. He came in and inspected the pack as well before he broke him. And he still made a ball off that break, but... Well, that's a hideous split.
Yeah, I don't think he broke that very well though, Tony. He gave a lot of effort, but I don't think he timed it. I think there was a bit of nerves in that break. But Jason's got to be happy that he has made a ball and the balls have come out awkward, so he knows that Mick is going to have to pull a big finish out if he's going to go for the finish, and chances are he's going to play a safety shot, so Jason will come to the table in this frame. A safety shot is what Mick's played. Sent the yellow around the angles to try and get a foothold in this frame, and he's covered the bottom left hand pocket, so that's a very good shot.
$30.
Well, it's all a bit of a struggle for Jason Twist at the moment. Really, he's not done a lot there. Not a lot he could do though either.
Yeah, he's just trying to make a bit of a mess.
And there's an interested spectator. Brian Halker there on the left. He's in the second semi-final. He'll be playing Darren Appleton. Well, I wonder if he's just having a scouting mission watching these two play.
Yeah, he'll be just getting a feel for his match later on, so I mean, Jason's in a lot of trouble in this frame.
Well, Twist has rarely had anything to go at. And there you see the predicament facing Jason Twist.
I mean, probably the shot here, Tony, is to roll the
30
red
seconds.
onto the yellow and put the red over the pocket, give the two shots away, and trying to hold him right behind the other yellow.
Well, I think you're right there, Lee. That's exactly what I'd be doing. He's bringing another red down the table. Well, there's a lot of traffic there now in the middle of the table.
I mean, both players are very attacking, Tony. So this is new ground really on the TV for these two players. You don't like the tippy tappy pool.
Well, no, it's just down to the break off, really. I mean, Mick Hill's tried to give him a good smash, but they see they're all still bunched together. We're going to see some tactical fouls very shortly.
But Mick is in control because he has the two yellows in the bottom left-hand corner, so Jason needs to move those yellows away as soon as possible. He may elect to send the red into him now, and just try and move the yellows away and get a red and try and get a little bit of control of this frame, but he is in a bit of trouble.
Well, this is your forte, Lee. You're very good at the old tactics.
30 seconds.
Not for me, this sort of game. Smash them around the table, that's what I'll be doing now. Into the plant pots behind the table, anywhere.
Yeah, so what he's done there is potted that one in, and he's going to clip the red along the cushion and knock the yellow in, giving two shots away, and trying to control the bottom area, knowing the cue ball was going to be in a safe area.
But Lee, you'd really like to have that red right over the bag rather than leaving that gap, wouldn't he?
Yeah, all he's done there is potted the ball over the pocket and moved the pocket into an open pocket now, but he can again cover it if he wants to, because he has got two shots. And that's what he's trying to do there, just develop the area so he can cover the pocket again.
Well, if he does get a yellow back over that bag, just feel that Jason Twist the same again. He's going to try and knock his red in and try and cover that bag once again, giving the two visits back to Mick Hill. So at least the game is moving forward. It's probably better that it's gone in now, because if you can cover this with the second yellow, there won't be much advantage of Twist giving away the two shots, will there?
No, I mean, he can go for the finish if he wants to, but probably the correct shot is just to cover the pocket, then develop the other balls. I'm sure he will cover the pocket. Well, he's tried to cover the pocket, and that's a poor shot by Mick there. He should have made sure of the pocket, and he knows it. Because now Jason can play the red inside that yellow, and if it doesn't drop, he's got the pocket. If it does go, then he can have a go at the finish. because that yellow ball will just come straight out of the area. It's a thin clip here on the red. Well, he's just opened the frame up there for Mick Hill, and I'm sure Mick will be going for the finish this time. Yeah, just awkward bridging over the 8 ball here just to clip the yellow in. I'll bring the white out about 6 inches.
Well, Hill now, once again, with the first opening.
Yeah, I'll be taking sorry Tony, I'll be taking the ball on the bottom cushion here and try and leave a nice angle on one of the balls, possibly the left hand one into the middle pocket.
And just for a split second there, thought that yellow was going to stay over the bag, and he shakes his head, does Mick Hill. I think he's just actually taking a deep breath there. Sure he thought that was staying out.
Yeah, and because he didn't put that in the centre of the pocket, Tony, he's got the wrong angle I think now, so he may have to screw this yellow in the pocket where he could have run it through before. So he's going to screw this one in the middle, back to the rail.
Well, that's a great shot there at pace into that centre pocket, but just look where the cue ball's finished. It's going to be very hard to get position on the black, and you can see Mick Hill casting those eyes up into the heavens.
And it's a tester, Tony. He's got a long yellow into the top right hand corner, and he should be on position for the 8 on the bottom left hand corner. It's not there.
And he was quite a distance away. It was a very hard shot for Hill. And the shake of the head, knows he had a great chance to go 4-0 up, and this is Jason Twist's first real clear-cut chance, and we'll have a look at this yellow. You see it hit the cushion halfway up the table.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure on that shot, and I mean, but he is winning, so he should be a little bit more relaxed.
And this time it's Twist to watch one of his balls flirt with danger.
Yes, Jason hasn't got going in this match yet, so he needs to take this finish out just to settle his nerves down. And he's still got 2 awkward reds over the left hand side, so it's all about how Jason chooses to do it. I think he's playing safe.
Well, he's not quite confident enough yet to go for these finishes in one hit. Twist playing the snooker.
Snooker.
And he's played it very well, because I think he's blocked the bottom cushion off Tony, so a very good safety shot there. You don't always see that from Jason. He likes to have a go at the finishes all the time, and when he's under a bit of pressure, he's used his head there and tried to wait for a better opportunity.
Well, there's no easy route out of here for Mick Hill.
There's no real use of just tapping up to the red and giving him 2, because Jason can just waste his visit.
I think he's looking at going into the side rail with a loader side, but no, he's going to go and try and get around the angles. And really, I don't think that shot was ever on, Lee, was it?
Foul?
No.
2 visits.
It's a very difficult ask to get out with that snooker. And you have only got a minute in this game, so you do have to make your mind up, and sometimes you choose a wrong shot. Cue ball's close.
Jason Twist again. I mean, just where look where he's left with the cue ball.
Yeah, he was flirting with danger with that. He has got 2 shots, so he should be all right. Just waste a visit here. He wants to be out with the cue ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, Twist is huffing and puffing over this finish. Now he's on to his second visit, but really, you've got to expect Jason Twist, the tornado, to knock these 2 reds and the black in with ease, Lee.
Yeah, it's only the fact that he's not put a frame on the board that you think that he might not finish, but Jason will definitely finish these 2 balls.
And now Jason Twist, this black, for 3-1, and down it goes.
Okay.
And the tornado has got one off on the board. He still trails Mick Hill by 3 frames to 1. Frame number 5 of a possible 19. Jason Tornado Twist to break off. Trailing by 2 frames. And again, it's not a very good splitting. Just look at the black ball, it's stayed in its exact same spot from the rack.
Yeah, he's just not making a ball off the break at the moment, and you can't afford to do that against Mick Hill.
Thing is, both these players play each other so much on the international tour, and you can get into a position where they may be giving each other too much respect. Lee.
Yeah, they both know each other's game inside out, and you know, this is a big match for Mick Hill, but Jason's going to be tested because he knows he's playing the #1 player in the game.
Well, they're both teammates of yours in the England side. And there's a great shot there from Hill. He's just opened up the frame for himself. The red ball just stuck to the black ball, go in that bottom right hand corner. And there you see the gap, Lee.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing he doesn't want to do here is when he pots a red is just knock the black towards those yellows. He'll just be softly screwing this. There you go, he's flicking off the edge of the black.
That's right, Lee. Just gave it a little nudge, but nothing major. And it's going to stop him potting it should he get onto the black.
You know, I mean, he'll probably take the ball at the bottom of the table as well here, Tony, just to get that out of the way so he can take his last 3 on the top of the table last.
And what happened there?
Time out.
Well, I think he thinks he's got a kick there because he's asking for the cue ball to be cleaned.
Well, let's have another look at this. Oh, and he did. That was a vicious contact there with the cue ball. You see it spring there, Lee.
Yeah, and that's the first bit of luck in this match, and it's a bit of bad luck for Mick Hill. And I think he can still pot the red off the rail first, but has he tied the 8 ball up? I mean, if that yellow's gone too close to that 8 ball, it could just make this finish very difficult.
Well, he's played a great shot there, Mick Hill. And he's landed on his red at the top of the table. Like you said, Lee, he had a bit of bad luck by the kick to start with, but what a great little swerve shot round yellow at the top.
Yeah, he deserved a bit of luck there though, Tony, because it wasn't a bad shot that he played. He didn't leave anything to chance. It's just one of those things. He got a kick and altered the angle.
Does this black go? In the bottom left hand corner, he's coming around to look at the middle now.
Yeah, that yellow's awfully close to it, so I don't think he can do a lot with the cue ball. It looks very straight on it.
Well, now you see the black will go into this bottom left hand corner. And he's played a very good shot to get the white right behind it. And what a finish there from Hill. He now leads Twist by 4 frames to 1. He feels he's got another kick as he potted the black as well.
He did get another kick, but fortunately for Mick, he was straight on it, so it didn't alter the angle. If he was off ball on that, then he could have quite easily had the ball thrown off line and gone into the yellow and missed the pot.
And a full arena watching this first semi-final. This year's 888.com World Pool Championships. Now Mick Hill having a real good inspection.
6th frame, Mick Hill to break, leading 4 frames to 1.
Well, Hill leading 4 frames to 1, as he did in his quarter final. You see he's going to break off, and a bit of irony. Twist also was trailing 4-1 in his quarter final, so
Red and yellow balls potted.
facing the same predicament as they were earlier in the tournament.
Yeah, again he's made a ball off the break, so that's the good news. The bad news is a white stayed in the top left hand corner and he's got no real pot on, so I should imagine Mick will nominate the reds and just a roll behind the red, making sure he hits a cushion.
Mick Hill's played a very good safety. Done exactly what you said, Lee, but he didn't have a lot of options on, did he?
No, but the reds are in a strong position here because if Jason decides to come out of the snooker, he could give 2 shots away. He doesn't see any value in tapping up to it.
Oh, well, he's been very unlucky there, Jason.
2
Twist.
visits.
Had to fire out into that big area of yellows, and he hit his yellow, but unfortunately for the tornado, managed to knock Mick Hill's red into the corner. And there you see it, plant the ball in.
And he's just not having the roll of the ball at the minute. But with ball sports, Tony, you need that little run, and he's not getting it at the moment. It's not to say it won't change later, because a little bit of luck here and there changes matches.
Well, these two players are going over the long haul. It is first to 10 this semi-final. But it's still very nice indeed to be 5-1 up, and that's what Mick Hill will have should he make this finish now on the Reds.
Time running.
Yeah, there's no real reason why this frame shouldn't be over. He's still got 2 visits. Just needs one good positional shot.
Well, the cue ball's coming a long way down the table, but it shouldn't be far enough to worry Hill. Wants to keep his 2 visits for the black. There you see, flies in there, but it's quite thin. Cue ball's going all the way up to the top of the table.
Yeah, so it'll take both balls into the same pocket here. Red into the bottom right, but then, like you said, Tony, trying to keep it 2 visits so he can just roll the black down to the same pocket.
I just wondered if Mick's thinking of
30
maybe
seconds.
setting this red up, just wasting a visit and then potting it.
Yeah, good call, Tony. Good call.
Second visit.
Well, it just makes it easier now to get on the black. You can play it in the centre. I don't think he fancied going all the way up the top of the table. He's a bit worried about missing that red, Lee, wasn't he?
Yes, and it's a right shot thinking about it, because he took all the pressure off himself. A simple little set-up shot.
Well, it's a simple black now for Hill. He just loosens his shoulders again. Just going to place very softly into the middle. And the momentum is still going with Mick Hill. He now leads Jason Twist by 5 frames to 1.
7th frame, Jason Twist to break, trailing 5 frames to 1.
Well, Jason Twist, the man from Ilfracombe, Devon, breaking us off frame number 7. And that's the sort of break that Twist needs to claw himself back into this
Red and
match.
yellow ball spotted.
He did give them a thump lead, didn't he?
He did. It was a very good break, and
Red
it's
ball's in
the
play.
first time he's potted off the break, so that should inspire him to clear from his first visit the first time.
I'm sure he's just trying to nudge that red out into the open and not flick it nearer the rail.
Well, he's just got those 2 awkward reds on the side cushion, Tony, so he'll want to be getting on them as soon as possible.
Do you think he might screw and try and kick this one off the rail, Lee?
No, I just think he'll play into the area, Tony, because if he plays a split, he could end up with no shot.
Oh, he's fairly close to that middle pocket. But it's a great shot, as you can see. He's got his choice of red now.
But I just think he's making the finish look very, very awkward here, very difficult, where he's going to have to take these 2 reds first on the side cushion, and then drop the red into the middle and get back in position on the 8 ball.
Oh, it's a great shot from Twist. Superb cueing, wasn't it, Lee?
And the important part about that shot, he got the cue ball back out of the middle of the table.
Lots of power, just thumped it down the rail.
Yeah, and the reason for that is, Tony, he can now take the one down the rail and bring the white into the centre of the table so he can get position on that 8 ball.
Well, if Jason Twist ever needed to win a frame, it's this one. And unbelievably,
play.
Jason Twist has missed a simple red into the bottom corner. He's just took this pot for granted, Lee, isn't he?
Yeah, he was stretching a little bit as well. It was a big stretch, and he was annoyed with himself. He pulled a big face when he missed that one, Tony, because he knows at 5-1 to make a mistake like that, it's fatal.
Well, I'm sure Mick Hill didn't think he'd be coming to the table in this frame. And Hill there, playing a good snooker.
Yeah, thinking, using his head, nothing daft. He's developing his balls, keeping Jason in an awkward position. I mean, I don't know if the referee is going to call a total snooker here, Tony, if he can see the edge of the red.
Well, it depends which way, and that is tight.
Yeah,
You might just be able to flick that.
He's coming off the cushion to it. Yeah.
Well, Twist was playing to try and cut that back in the middle, but the main thing for Jason, he's not given 2 visits to Mick Hill.
But the red's a little bit awkward. All he can do with that red at the moment is double it.
So what's your choice of shot here then, Lee?
I would probably develop one of the 2 yellows at the top of the table and try and get a good cue ball, keeping Jason off the red over the pocket.
Was he going for the double back in the middle?
Cue ball's close.
Mick Hill has been very lucky indeed. Just look at that cue ball. I had my mouth open. I thought the ball was going in the corner. I know you did, Lee.
Yeah, I think it was a wrong shot because he has left Jason the ball over the pocket, and he could then double the red on the right hand side. So he has left Jason a chance. Where I know Jason's shaking his head, but after missing the pot, he's got to be happy with another chance. I think what he is upset with is with the ball being right over the pocket, it's going to be hard to get the cue ball out. So he's frightened of the white sticking at the bottom area, so you have to clip it really thin. Yeah, and that was a danger because he's trying to make sure the white come out, so he could double it, and he's ended up with no shot.
Well, as it's worked out, Mick Hill choosing the wrong shot before, it's probably worked out better for him with hindsight. Jason Twist in an awful lot of trouble now.
Yeah, I mean, the worst part for Jason is not only is the ball dead froze to the yellow, he knows if he moves the red, then he's just opening the frame up for Mick.
Well, he's tried to come off the side rail and kick the red back into the corner, but he's never going to get that shot. And now Hill. Chance on the yellows as Jason Twist takes his seat.
It's not me.
Is he going to play the snooker?
Yeah, he's asked if the yellow's touching the cushion, so he's just going to roll it down, which is a sensible shot because he knows he's got Jason in all sorts of trouble.
Well, you think Jason's just going to have a good fire at this one?
Total snooker.
Chance of fluking it.
That's all he can do, Tony. I mean, he could clip behind the yellow, but there's no real value. He may as well just try and have a little bit of luck. Coming off the top cushion with plenty of power.
$30.
You see Twist. Well, he tried to play with a load of check side and he got too much on.
Foul. 2 visits.
Well, it's 2 visits now to Mick Hill. And an easy finish as well. One that he'd knock him with 1 normally, so this is an ideal situation for Hill.
And yes, before he come into this match, he'd just be wanting to get these chances. He's knowing he's playing a great opponent, 2-time world champion, so Mick will be very happy to get these chances which Jason's given him.
Mick Hill just taking his time. He wants to be so sure of taking out these yellows. Big difference between 6-1 and 5-2.
But if you look at the 2 players at the table, when Mick's at the table, you don't think he's going to miss. When Jason's at the table, there's just that little bit of doubt where you think, well, he hasn't quite settled into the match. Probably still got a little bit of nerves in his arm when he's queuing up, so not good signs for Jason Twist.
Well, Twist sat there. He's not going to come out of his chair in this frame.
But how many times, Tony, have we seen Mick Hill coming to the table, 2 visits, with just easy finish to knock in?
Where he's got the Perfect angle now with his last yellow. In it goes. Still got the visit in hand for this 8-ball. And that black is down. Mick Hill now leads Jason Twist by 6 frames to 1. Mick Hill breaking off frame number 8. And just look at the power he put into that.
Yellow ball potted.
And yet again he's made a ball from the break.
Red ball's nominated.
He nominates straight away, so they'll be looking to go for a finish again. He's strutting around the table. He's like a predator around the table.
There we say. Another look at Hill's breaking. Loads of power. He's going to have a nice skip in his step now, leading 6-1. 4 frames away from his first world final.
And it's all about cue ball control here. He hasn't got a difficult pot. It's just a matter of choosing which way he wants to go.
Well, Hill knows that everything just seems to be going his way, and Jason Twist, well, there'll be a dejected man at the moment. Should have won the last frame.
30 seconds.
Let it slip from his grasp, and gave Hill 2 visits in the end, and he won that. And now Hill presented with the sort of finish that this man, well, eats for breakfast.
Yeah, we just saw him now working out his route. He's planned his route. He knows which ways to go. He's now going to take the red in the bottom right hand corner and bring the white out over to where his cue's positioned now, just to leave a gap for the one into the middle pocket by the looks of it. It's all about the weight of this shot.
Oh, that's a super shot from Mick Hill. Just look at the position on that red. Came through a very small gap there with the cue ball. Great judgment.
It looks in perfect position.
And this is great play again from Mick Hill. He's making this look very easy indeed, and I can assure you it's not. Simple black now into the left-hand centre, down it goes, and Hill scores another one.
Great.
He now leads Jason Twist incredibly by 7 frames to 1 here in Blackpool. And it's going to be Jason Twist breaking off. Frame 9. And again, nothing from the break.
Open table.
Twist seems resigned to a seat and just knows that it's not his day.
And all the reds have gone on the side cushion and the yellows are in the open, so a betting man would say he won't be going back to the table again in this frame. Just working his route out again.
Well, you've just got to be full of confidence. When everything's going your way like this, it's just, you know, it's a dream for him, isn't it?
It's a dream for Mick, it's a nightmare for Jason, because
Yellow ball's in play.
he hasn't looked very confident, has he, Jason, in this match so far, and I think he's possibly played the player rather than the balls.
So I know for a fact back in 97 you won a world semi-final league, but you know your game was a little bit tougher than that. You didn't have the luxury of going 8-1s up and 7-1s, did you?
No, it's very difficult. I mean, at this level, Tony, you're playing the players like Mick Hill and Jason Twist. They're very good players, and what Mick's doing here to Jason is no mean feat.
Well, Twist has missed a couple of opportunities, but you have to say Twist is getting a severe mauling out there now.
But it's all because of the break of the balls and the pressure that Mick's put on him. He's kept him in that seat, and you don't want to be sat in your seat, Tony, all the time, do you?
No, he just looks a very dejected man now, Jason Twist. Looks to have aged a couple of years out there as well.
And it's frustrating as well when your opponent's breaking and dishing and you're breaking, you're not making a ball, you just think the world's against you.
Hill, the concentration level is still there. That's the thing, you could get complacent, but he's keeping his concentration going, Lee, isn't he? Thinking about every shot, Mick Hill.
He is, yeah, and the balls have helped him a little bit. They've come out for him in this match, but if you look at the two players running at the table, there's only one winner. Very positive, good positional shot.
Down goes the last yellow, and he's straight down for the black ball. And down it goes, and Hill carries on. He now leads Twist by 8 frames to 1. It's a race to 10, and again Hill makes a ball off the break.
Yellow ball potted. Red ball's nominated.
He nominates the red straight away. He's got total control of this frame. So the pattern continues.
Hill just having a look at the bunch of reds down in the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah, red balls.
Just look at the mark on the cloth there where Hill broke.
Yeah, I think he was sizing up a 4-ball plant, Tony, so
well, if he keeps breaking like that, he's going to have to get the fire brigade to come and put the cloth out. And he's just brushing it away. It's obviously probably off-putting if he cues across there and sees it in his line of vision.
yeah, it looks like he's going to attack in this frame, taking the red in the corner, running through with a cue ball. His other option is just to break the balls out if he wants, but I think he's going to go from Tony. I think he's going to play the 4-ball plant and try and move the yellows out of the way.
Well, that looks like what he's sizing up. Oh, and that's a great shot from Hill. Just been a little bit unlucky. Can the cue ball go through the gap of yellow and red that are next to the black ball and get to those 2 reds by the left-hand corner? It's got a good chance of going out.
I think the problem I can see in the frame, Tony, is where that red's gone up the table. It's he needs to be low on it, so unless the white's at the top end of bulk, I don't think he'll get position on the 8. But he's moved the 8 up the table first shot. So good thinking there by Mick, because he knows that it's going to be hard to get position from that red on the left hand side of the table at the top. So he's still thinking correctly, and there he's made it a little bit awkward because he's got to put the ball over the bottom left-hand corner and get position on probably the red nearest his hand now. He'll come around the back of it, I would have thought.
Well, could have done with a bit more angle here. As you see, Hill just going to try and decide how he's going to get the white up to the top of the table to attack the red over the left-hand middle.
Yeah, it's I mean, he could possibly screw off the cushion where his hand is, or run through. I mean, it's down to Mick choose. It looks like he's going to run through.
Oh, look at that for a shot. Brilliant how he got the cue ball through those yellows. And look at the top spin and side as the cue ball comes through the gap of the yellows. He's on the red, but he's not ideal though, Lee, is he?
No, I mean, he could possibly screw off the edge of the yellow here when he puts the red into the side, which is going to do, and he could settle for the double or try and screw right the way back to where he is, off the yellow ball. That's what he's tried.
Well, he's going to have to play the double. He's going to have to be back in the left-hand centre. Don't think he can double it in the corner. The cut's too thin.
Well, the cut's possibly there, Tony, but look where the cue ball will be going. It'll be going awfully close to the middle pockets. Very fine cut. Yeah, so it will cut that, Tony, but it's very, very thin and the white's flying.
Well, I think the only shot for him is to try and double back into that left-hand centre.
30 seconds.
Maybe looking at doubling the black off the yellow and into the top left-hand corner. That's what he's looking at. There you see his path.
Well, it's a trick shot coming up for Mick Hill.
Well, there you see he's missed it. Tried to contact the yellow, but
Yellow ball's in play.
Jason Twist, be a relief man.
And that's probably the first finish he's missed in this match, and it's Jason's turn to come to the table with total control and all the balls in the open. Just a matter of picking the order you want to go now, Tony. He's
nearly overran that as well, Twist. Well, he's still on this yellow, Lee.
Yeah, he's going to softly screw this one in the corner. Yeah, he's fine there, Tony. Can just take the yellow into the bottom left-hand corner and just bring the white back probably 2 foot for the yellow in the top right. Cued that one very well.
Just got that cue ball very close to the rail though. Didn't want to be there. I think you can just run it through though for the black in the opposite corner, and he can. And Jason Twist is going to win just about his second frame. Well, Twist pots it in the easy black. Drags 1 frame back, but he's got a long, long way to go to catch Mick Hill. Hill leads by 8 frames to 2. Breaking off in frame 11. Nicked the last frame. But we're going to have to see an awful turnaround in fortune for Jason Twist to come back into this match.
Yellow ball potted.
And the yellow ball went in just at the death.
Yeah, so
Yellow
probably
ball's
one
in
of
play.
the few times Jason's made a ball off the break. He has a chance at a break and finish. Still a little bit of work to be done in this frame though. Question is, does the yellow go into the middle pocket where the red's hanging over it, on the right hand side where he's queuing up now?
Well, good position there from Twist. But like you say, Lee, the problem, right hand middle. There you see it will go in.
That was a nice little positional shot there by Jason. Just bring the cue ball back a little bit so we can play the yellow into the left centre. So it's all about decision now. Does he go up the table, or does he just drop it in and take the one in the middle pocket, get it out of the way so he doesn't have to come back down for it? Just personal preference, Tony, on here.
30 seconds.
Well, he's in good position now, Jason Twist.
He's just trying to work his route out, Tony. He's going to take the 2 yellows into the same pocket.
Well, he just got that little nudge on the yellow, but it won't affect him. He's got his angle to come back down for the yellow into the centre.
nicely controlled there. He can take the yellow into the middle and come down for the black.
He's coming back up for the black in the bottom right hand corner. Very good shot. And this for 2 in a row for Twist. Well, there's life in Jason Twist yet. That's 2 in a row now for Twist. But he still trails Mick Hill by 8 frames to 3. Well, Mick Hill about to break off as we look at the setup there with the reds and yellows. And there comes the big heave-ho. And Hill's made a yellow into that centre
Yellow ball
pocket.
potted.
And the reds look very promising indeed.
Red ball's nominated.
Very quick to nominate the reds was Mick Hill. Just that yellow ball got bumped into the middle.
And when you've got 2 great players playing, the break is so important. So if you can break the balls and make a ball, the ball's going to spread everywhere, and whoever it is, they're going to clear the
Red
balls.
ball's in play.
At this level, Tony. Going to play the red into the middle pocket. Just nudge the yellow away. Which opens a pocket again for the other red later on. And the main work in this frame is going to be the red by the 8 ball. Needs to get a good position on that.
Well, he'll want to be attacking that sooner rather than later. I feel he's going to take the 2 reds at the top first, though. It's always best to take the balls out in little areas.
30
You haven't got to
seconds.
run the cue ball around the table, have you, Lee?
No, but he wouldn't want to leave, like you say, that red there by the black too long, because you cut your shot options out. So if you don't get in position, then you're in trouble. That's a good little nudge on the yellow. Just a question now if he's got the angle to
Time out.
take the red in the corner and bump into the yellow and black.
And there you see Mick Hill telling you where he wants to be with the white to
Hammer.
attack his problem red.
And by leaving that red at the top over the pocket, he knows that he can afford to run into the yellow ball and gain position. I don't think he's hit that hard enough though.
Well, he certainly can't pot it from there, but he has got red in the right hand middle. He could screw the white across to get there. You feel that he's got to do that shot now.
Yeah, and he'll leave the red over the top, just so that he doesn't need to play a positional shot next. Just got to concentrate on potting the red.
Well, he's pinpoint perfect on this red. Drag the cube around off 2 rails now, back into open space. Oh no, he's screwed into the yellow. I thought he could have just dribbled the cube around the 2 angles. And just look at this. Mick Hill snookers himself on his last red.
And that's a first sign of emotion there from Mick Hill. He's just banged his cue down in frustration.
Well, is it the first turn of luck? The swinging away from Mick Hill. And there you see, just screwed into that yellow. Want to have a thicker contact than that.
Yeah, he was
30 seconds.
very unlucky there, Tony, wasn't he?
Oh, and he's come out the snooker and potted the red. Great shot there from Hill. But it's by no means easy. He's got the cue ball very close to the rail and he's got to go the length of the table down into this corner. This to put Hill 1 frame away from the final. And down it goes. The white gets feet first, and look at Hill's face. He is now 1 frame away from a place in this year's final. Now leads Twist by 9 frames to 3. Well, Jason Twist back against the wall now. It's 9-3 down, breaking off in frame 13. 1 more required for Hill, and there's no ball off the break for Twist.
Open table.
Well, he's had a very poor show on his breaking in this match, and I think he's resigned to the fact now that he's not going to win this match. It's just a matter of when and where Mick Hill It's going to take out his 10th frame.
And that has been the story of the match. Mick Hill's potted off nearly every break. Jason's potted off 1, maybe 2 breaks. And you can't afford to do it.
Lovely shot there from Hill, and he's opened everything up
Red
now.
ball's in play.
The balls are there for Mick Hill to make it to the final.
And just going back to the break, Tony, there's no real technique at this level. They're both good breaker of the ball. Just some matches you just can't make a ball. It's just luck, really.
Time out.
Yeah, well, the luck's not been on Jason Twist's side. But Hill has played very well indeed.
And looking at the Reds, there doesn't seem to be any problems here for Mick. It's all about composing himself now and just settling himself down. It's one finish away from his first World Final. So the butterflies will be going in his stomach at the moment.
And just look at the position now, Mick Hill, and he's wasting little time. He knows the balls are there now. He comes round just to see where he wants to be for his last red.
And he's strided around, isn't he?
He's getting excited now. And just look at his eyes. This black now for Mick Hill, and Twist is going out. This to go to the final. Down goes the black. Hill's in the final, and just look at him. Brilliant performance from the young West Midlander. He's beaten Jason Twist by 10 frames to 3.
Well done, mate.
You can just tell how much that means to Mick Hill to get through to the final of the World Championships. A great result, 10-3 over the 2-time world champion Jason Twist. Tony, impressed with that?
Very, very. I'm very pleased for him. You know, he's a great kid as well as a great player. And Jason won it twice before, so he's going to be a new champion. Very exciting.
So he's a very modest character, but he's also a very nervy character.
I should say so. It's going to be a new champion. I said he's going to be a new, it's going to be a new champion because Mick, Brian and Darren haven't won it before, so it's going to be a new champion, yeah.
Are you slightly concerned, though, about Mick's nerves? Because he does shake all the time.
Yeah, but what's the difference if he's going to pot like that? I mean, it don't look good. I mean, for him, you start to worry because I said if Jason put pressure the way he was shaking his hand, you know, it might affect him, but he never let him in, so he kept potting. So if he kept shaking like that and he kept potting and winning games like that, it's not going to make any difference.
A very fair point indeed. Well, let's just take a look at the confirmation of that result. He is the first man through to the final, and as Tony was just mentioning, now he has to wait to see whether he'll be playing Darren Appleton or Brian the Buzzer Holcrow. Who do you think is going to win out of that one?
Well, obviously Darren is favourite, but I've been very impressed with Brian all week. I watched 2 or 3 of his games. He beat my mate Ivan in the last 16, and he's very good. You'll give him a chance, and he'll clear up. But obviously, Darren is favourite, especially winning against Quintin. And Darren has got something to prove as well because he haven't won this championship, and he's too good a player, same as Mick, not to win this championship. But you know, Brian is there with 2 heavyweights left, and obviously he feels like a heavyweight because he's in the semi-final, but in a way he's got nothing to lose.
Absolutely right. Quick word about you. Will you be back next year?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm learning the tactics. The more I'm watching, I'm learning the tactics. Yeah.
All right, thanks for joining
I think
us.
I'll be a threat maybe in 4 or 5 years' time.
We'll look forward to it. Great season here in Blackpool. That's all from us here at the 888.com World Pool Championships. Goodbye.